God dang it, Mike. All right, hang on. There we go. Could have sworn I closed that. All right. It was worth a shot. It was spur of the moment. Anyways, am I coming through okay? This one's tangled up. Hang on. Excuse me. I don't want to put myself through that, honestly. I've been through enough, and uh, my skin can only take so much. It's actually pretty bad now. Anyways, welcome back to Mass Effect 3. When we last left off, we suffered the consequences of bad decisions, namely me doing things out of order. What happened was, hang on, where is it? If it's in here. So yeah, was it this one? No, it's not. No, yeah, Rannoch is the Quarian home planet, right? Yeah, that is the Quarian home planet. So yeah, Outlast. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Um, so what happened was I did one mission out of sequence when I didn't know what was this one. I didn't know it was supposed to be in a certain order, and the only thing that tells you that it's supposed to, what is different between a quote unquote primary and quote unquote secondary mission is just this title, Priority, which did not show up on the planet, on the galactic map of the planet. So I did one mission out of sequence, and that actually caused the entire Quarian fleet to be destroyed, and the loss of one Tali Zora Bas Normandy. Oh yeah, and we lost Legion too. Alright, so before we do anything else, let's make sure we're properly synced. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Press X to doubt. Don't give me that hope. Alright, so where was I? We're on the crew deck. So let's see if anybody talks about what happened.
It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees. Speak to Tactus. You should be able to find him near the docks.
Shepard, never a dull moment when the Normandy's on tour, is there?
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there, in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both?
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me, everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment, but I wonder what the Quarians would say.
Quarians would say I done fucked up.
Have we heard from Agent DeTrace yet?
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the Loas relay.
Smuggler manifest, Yungus system. Operative Morad has sent smuggler manifests of an Athabasca class freighter to authorities in the Yungus system. Manifest as follows: 8,000 tons of dextroamino food supplies, 16,000 tons of levoamino acid food supplies, 20,000 tons of platinum, stamped ingots, or is it ungats? 12 Alliance fighter craft inactive, mothballed on lower deck, 12 Hierarchy interceptor craft inactive, mothballed, 300 indentured workers, slaves from Karshan recaptured attempting to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will seize the fighters in 2 hours, per the broker's request. The Yungus government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favors rendered. Email from Sergeant Kavanaugh to Sergeant Ichi. Next time you want to warn me that the Geth are our friends and that maybe we're not supposed to shoot the big robots. I almost pissed myself when those primes started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. Fired a few rounds at them until we realized they weren't firing back, and then this one comes over and said they're allied assistants and asked for our status. I'm not complaining, they say my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologize to a Geth for shooting one of its damn lights off.
My sources told me the production numbers were wrong at that mining facility. I assumed they were just smuggling red sand. I never took the time to look closer. Too much intel. Too many places for secrets to hide. I'm going to have to start sleeping less.
Red sand. Spice?
I'm so sorry about Tally, Shepard.
Yeah, him too.
A pleasure to see you.
If there's anybody in here, nope. There's nobody in here.
Breaking now, a nightmare on Earth. Human leaders using military force on their own people. They say it's to prevent loose cannons from provoking the Reapers. But are they indoctrinated? The Resistance speaks out in the only place they can, the battle space. Does Dr. Tassoni ever let you in her room? 'Cause she keeps me out.
Actually, yeah.
Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
At this point, I don't think I have many
Kelly Chambers is dead.
Oh no, what happened?
Cerberus found her during a Citadel coup. Shot her where she stood.
Oh, that's terrible.
Cerberus? Your gut saved us, Gus.
So wait, is Kelly like really dead?
Need anything, Commander?
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
We heard about Tali and her people.
We're so sorry, Commander. It won't be the same down here without her. Shepard?
So that's two of them. I guess I just screwed over every possible romance option I've got now. Unless I can go to get back with Liara. Clicking the stick thinking it's sprint.
I saw many strange things in our war against the Reapers. An entire settlement of Densorian were once studying things far beyond their knowledge. Celestial mechanics, morphological simulations of galactic language. Things even we didn't understand. At the time, I thought they were crazy. But now, after what occurred on that asteroid, I wonder.
Something about telling her to lay low after betraying Cerberus at the end of 2. I don't remember having that conversation. Get anything new? Nope. Must have missed it, but you can have it. I'm pretty sure we had dinner with her. So I must have missed it.
The mining colony was completely brainwashed. And the Reapers retreat the moment the artifact is destroyed. I don't know what's going on, but I know I don't like it.
Collector armor. Terminus armor. Inferno armor / Iron Man armor. Actually, I should buy these. Shotgun. Wait, did I say? Oh, firepower. I saw fire and I immediately thought flamethrower. What's wrong with me? Okay. Who uses what? This raptor. Do for now.
That asteroid facility was messed up. 10 years of your life, just gone. You're working out there, sending letters to your family back home, and you wake up, and your hair's gone. Your kid's in college, and your six-pack has turned into a cake. It's just messed up.
You know, I felt that comment. So we got up here. Okay.
Commander?
Any mail? Nope. Alright, so what do we got here? So, yeah, I don't think we can get that one anymore. So, fuel reactors. Got all of these and all over the place. So we get all of these done before we get whatever we need for all these other Citadel stuff. Oh yeah, I need that one. That one I got to deal with for Araka. Might need somebody to help me on that one. Alright, so we'll just go whatever's closer. Artifacts. Yeah, everything is like all the way over here. Fuel reactors, Asari colony, Cerberus scientists. Alright, let's see what's over here. Speculus. Speculus is a relatively large rock and ice planet known for its deposits of magnetically active Paraclass, which interferes with some starship scans. Conspiracy theories and pulp adventure claim that secret fortresses are concealed under the ice. The Reaper invasion force appears to have passed this planet by, which is likely the only insight that organics will ever have to. Likely the only insight that organics will ever have into the Reaper's literary taste. Farouche. I feel like I've read this one before. Farouche is a hydrogen helium gas giant named for an ancient Batarian monarch whose empire spanned continents. He had such a penchant for mating that 0.6% of modern Batarians claim to trace their lineage to him. The planet's moons are also named after his many recognized wives. Largest, Bera, concealed Prothean ruins that helped the Batarians develop faster-than-light travel. It is Batarian point of pride that since these ruins were damaged by earthquakes, they had less information to go on than other spacefaring species. The Reapers have destroyed all obvious military outposts in Varouche's orbit. Batarians' notorious secrecy, however, may have allowed concealed subterranean facilities on Varouche's moons to survive. Desda. Dwarf planet Desda was explored in the beginnings of the Batarian space age and mined for its unusual occurrences of uranium, which was rare in Karshan. Whether the planet has been completely mined out is unclear. Accurate data on the planet was lost after a power struggle within the Batarian government. Reaper attack has further worsened the information flow. Karshan, the Batarian homeworld, is wrapped less in mystery than in outright lies. Batarian propaganda claims that the world has 15 billion inhabitants and an economy that rivals the Asari. Although legal slave trade does boost Batarians' profits somewhat, Citadel sanctions have left a paper tiger of an empire, one that fights rivals through deniable terrorist actions rather than the wars of its heyday centuries ago. The Reapers will likely be the death blow to that empire. Almost no information has escaped Karshan since the Reapers destroyed the convoys, but Batarian refugees say that resistance has created a bond among the commoners. If a new government can rise from the ashes, that bond may sustain a new Batarian society. Is there anything in this asteroid belt? Oh, what's this planet here? Oh, it's a speculus I already got now.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel depot. Oh, nice. Ilum. Tiny rock and ice planet that is now missing much of its ice, Ilum was part of a grand project by a hegemony dictator known as Gorbosh the Mad, or Grebosh the Mad. His aim was to drop enormous chunks of Ilum's ice on the surfaces of otherwise uninhabitable desert planets in the hopes of creating sustainable lakes and seas. Wiser heads than he pointed out that diverting a comet was more plausible, but Grebosh executed those who disagreed with him. Grebosh's career was surprisingly long given his loose grip on reality, most because his projects employed large numbers of Batarians. Today, Ilum lies abandoned. Gemini spy drones still orbit the planet, but it is doubtful that anyone in Karshan is paying attention to what data they send back. Vular. Find artifacts. Untrell. Do I have enough fuel? Azamir. Casimir is a hydrogen-helium gas giant whose gravitational pull perturbs the orbit of two nearby asteroid fields, adding momentum so that asteroids shatter during collisions rather than accrete into planets. Debris from a great battle can be seen here. Batarian naval ships, merchant ships, and a few Reaper destroyers have been pounded into wreckage. It appears that the Batarian Navy tried to defend the Helium-3 refueling stations, giving civilian ships time to escape the system. Erzbat. Erzbat was a wealthy Batarian colony, rich in farmland, materials, and manufacturing infrastructure. Little recent information about it has escaped this section of space, but radio traffic from the planet paints a dire picture. Indoctrinated Batarian officials are offering rewards for every living body brought to the labor camps, slave or not. With the state apparatus at their disposal, Reaper units are coordinating house-to-house hunts for resistance members and paying those who turn them in. Government propaganda dismisses the smell of the processing ships as a natural byproduct of Reaper energy consumption. Columns of dust from annihilated cities tell the story of those who disobeyed. Anything in these asteroid fields? No? Okay. Vana, a large rock planet covered in prodigious amounts of dry ice, leaving only thin traces of gas for its atmosphere. Uranium deposits drew Batarian miners to Vana long ago, and when that was exhausted, they moved on to its magnesium. Reapers have exterminated the colony here, punching holes in the domed cities and leaving its occupants to asphyxiate. Oh, I can't. Okay.
I found something.
There we go. Black market artifacts. Was that it? No, that's not it. Bolus. Alcor. Sorry. Turian. Batarian refugee needs the Pillars of Strength to improve his people's morale. Find the pillars and Kite's Nest, return them. Okay. Hang on. Do I have... Probably. Let's see. This is gonna suck. Shit! Bye.
Reapers eluded.
Oh, hello. What's this? Alliance intelligence reports that there was once a sizable military space station trailing Heba that was tasked with arming and refueling ships to repel pirates, slave revolts, and foreign invasion. Reapers wasted little time in destroying it during their conquest of Kamala. I'm dead. Oh, jeez. Alright, fine. Don't give me a chance.
Faster than light jump successful.
What fuel depot? There's no fuel depot around here. Running on fumes. Oops, head, Gemini, 80s Gamma. Let's see if we can go back here. Purchase fuel and then come back. Nope.
Evasion successful.
We'll just go somewhere else. It said I picked up artifacts, so I think we're good. That's the thing with this mission list. It doesn't update whether or not we've got what we needed. It just says to do that, so. Scion. Or Saiwan. I don't know, is it Scion or Saiwan? This garden world's claim to military fame is that it was assaulted repeatedly during the Krogan rebellions, but never occupied by more than one token force. By more than token forces. Asari cut off the Krogan supply line at the Citadel relay and drove the invaders out. Today, antimatter generators on the surface and in orbital stations provide fuel for military starships throughout Asari space. I assume Scion. Okay. Matriarchs defending the planet today have vowed to maintain Scion's legacy. They pledge it will fall to no enemy, organic or synthetic. Who do we take for this? Anybody but James, okay. Let's take Edie and Liara. Got the weapons there. Oh yeah, and you got that one, so you're fine. You're they're fine. Choice team, what remains of
the reactors at adjoining Turin-Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans at the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
Commander, Corporal Nyrek reporting. Captain Riley is on point waiting for you.
That's not my helmet.
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
Whoa.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots not possible.
We need a radiation workaround, soldier.
Captain Riley?
Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Got it, Captain. Good work, Coslow.
I'll take it from here. We're facing an unknown enemy here, Captain.
If they're still on site, my team will help send them to hell.
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
Oh, jeez.
Warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Directional guidance error.
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Good luck, Captain.
Something terrible happened here.
The Turians were wiped out. Traces are minimal.
Just stay sharp, people.
I have a visual on the fuel rod control, but radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area. This looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Sector is
Let's Let's unlock those fuel rods.
Power is restored. System ready. Fuel rods unlocked here. Wait a minute.
Commander, Captain, tracking movement in your areas.
Defensive positions. Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
Oh, shit!
Riley, status.
One casualty, but we're clear here. Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart impossible.
What?
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal. Tank 1 is sealed and stable. Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here. Tank 2 is sealed and stable.
Commander, the core is stabilized. Reactivation can go ahead.
Riley, you in position?
Affirmative. Awaiting your word.
Stand by.
Initiating restart.
Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming! Progress.
Enemies pouring in!
They're coming in from above.
What the hell's shooting at me from above?
my people is coming.
Roger that.
Edie, save their asses.
Right away, Shepard.
Oh shit! Yara. I can do that too!
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about Edie?
Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hails. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do.
Restart is complete.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
A treatment plan for chemical burns. This is pretty detailed.
Oh, I need that.
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in your debt.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
Crucible, gas, but no Quarians.
I just figured you'd be more sympathetic to someone joining Cerberus. You've never been big on aliens.
Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass, just like everyone else. But I need a better reason than it has scales to go kill somebody. And if Cerberus is taking our dishonorable discharges and Cat-6 washouts, it's just one more reason they're not worth a damn.
Commander?
Yep. Okay. It's good on Yule. Yeah, the kite's nest isn't pinging anything anymore, so I think we got what we needed. rock and ice planet IT's position was ideal for collecting data on extrasolar activity. According to star charts, the Asari had a small VI-run system of satellites in geosynchronous orbit with the planet. This system broadcast the first warning that the Reapers had come through the mass relays, and mangled metal around the planet indicates that the Reapers did not appreciate their presence being advertised. Zastaros. The dense atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide has turned Zastaros into a hothouse of enormous windstorms that blow toxic gases non-stop. Its most valuable deposits are cobalt and polonium. They're nettled in the number 3 spot on the list of amazingly poisonous planets on the popular vid show Your Awesome Galaxy. Reapers appears to have destroyed the camera drones here, as well as any scientific stations that the Asari may have maintained. Strategos. Largely frozen except for liquid seas at the equator, Trajados has the coldest winters of any Asari colony, taking it down near the second tier of habitability. Strategos, Strategos, I don't know, I'll probably say Strategos. Colonists are a hardy bunch, using the freezing winter months to test whether newcomers have what it takes to carve out a life on the planet. Strategos colonists are fighting the Reapers in a guerrilla war, their best resource being submarine vehicles that can slip under the sea ice to mask their heat. Unfortunately, these have not proven good tools for taking back population centers from the Reapers, and for now the colonists will have to be satisfied with commando actions to harass their synthetic oppressors. Sthenia. The most temperate planet in the solar system, Sthenia is a terrestrial world with a light atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Asari from neighboring Strategos, I can't say that more than more than one different way of pronouncing that. Strategos, I guess. Built mining operations around the southern pole after discovering mountains with veins of iridium and osmium. Masana. Vilius. Vilius is a hydrogen methane ice giant drifting out of the frozen depths. Its orbit hosts rings of rock and ice as well as many moons, all drawn from what would otherwise be a secondary asteroid field similar to Sol's Kuiper Belt. Vilius is named for a trickster figure in Asari mythology, a crafty animal called a Manal that seduced Asari maidens, who then gave birth to hideously deformed offspring. In the tales, Vilius is caught and punished, but they served as a warning to young Asari not to initiate a birth with anyone they cannot trust. That's a story. Limetis. Limetis is a desertified rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and monoxide. Surface has water ice as well as the occasional liquid water near volcanic areas. Planet has an abundant supply of zeolites, which the Asari use for water purification as well as an ingredient in detergent and as a shielding material for disposal of radioactive waste. A small colony still maintains the mining equipment. Despite centuries of colonization, the Asari have developed Limetis at a modest pace. The planet shows no signs of resource exhaustion. Medokos. Medokos is a medium-sized gas giant. Although its mass exceeds that of Jupiter, the planet is somewhat denser and thus smaller. Large number of moons, planetesimals, and other detritus orbits Medokos. As its gravitational pull has cleared the neighborhood of material that might otherwise form an asteroid belt. That's another gas giant. Shastesia. Hydrogen and helium gas giant. Shastesia is a twin to its more massive neighbor, Modokos, in more than one sense. The two are named for a semi-mythological pair of twins from Asari antiquity who ruled neighboring city-states and had a lifelong dialogue about the best form of government. As the legend goes, Shastesia died before her vision of democratic republic could be realized. Her sister Modokos then took up the cause, sacrificing personal power so that all free landowners in her city would have a voice. Although historians doubt that the changes were entirely altruistic, pointing to uprisings that demanded representation, the development was a step towards modern Asari government. Was there a planet on? Oh, it was that planet. Okay. Lesus. Unpopular garden world. The characteristics is just outside of the comfort zone of its Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high, and its diseases are a little too virulent, and the soil inhospitable for growing food. Further information is difficult to come by. The Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about Lesus. Normally, a garden world settled so long ago would be highly populated, but little light pollution can be seen on Lesus's night side. Population unknown.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful.
Oh, really?
That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
That is less than encouraging. What were the commandos' orders?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Yeah, he's been suffering from throat cancer for a number of years. Oh, that really sucks. Favorite Val Kilmer role? Mine would probably have to be Doc Holliday from Tombstone. Wow, 65 years old.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
The C-111 Skyline shuttle is exuding heat, indicating recent use.
Who's Moses and Prince of Egypt?
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Vocalization exceeds Asari vocal cord range.
The hell
As
is
do
that?
those.
Great, suddenly I turn into Dead Space.
What was that?
Stay sharp. I full on legit went into the horror section of this game. Son of a bitch. What the fuck?
This was the Commando's captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with a nav point location for a bomb. It's planted inside the monastery's Great Hall.
So the Commandos started the purge after all.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Oh, yay, we leveled up. To our staff and students, attached is a new daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Galley or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Not my kind of schedule. Students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or to meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communications without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us.
I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
Yara! Electronic signature. That cup is floating. Must be ambience or something actually banging on the walls.
Very good.
Oh!
I almost didn't hear you.
Hey!
Samara.
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special?
You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
That wasn't a very urgent command there, Shepard. They were very lax in that. And like, wait, no, come back.
My name is Tashia Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
Wait a minute, is that the one lady we saw at the embassy?
This was likely the Reaper's initial attack site.
Think the monastery got any warning?
Few signs of resistance. I'd say very little warning.
What was that?
Why do they look like Krogan bodies?
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
think they're based on Batarians.
Mother, you came. As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falair, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falair speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falair.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falair?
I'm sorry.
Falair! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
You know who would have a crowbar? Gordon Freeman.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Cessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
Access to package of Haptity, hell yeah. Edie, do you mind? Ah! Shoulder guard. Disciple. Ooh, shotgun. Exclusive use of Justicar's disciple shotgun schematics were finally released to Asari commandos after centuries of negotiation. Shells are packed with microscale submunitions, deal with staggering amounts of damage. Even shielded enemies are stunned, almost shunned, by the force of a blast from this weapon. I'll stick with my katana. Wait, did it... Oh, never mind. It just switched it out. Ugh. That's not what I wanted to do, but alright. Yeah, sure, let's shun the non-believers with this new shotgun. Four shots. Oh, okay, I like the sound design on this thing. Oh, there we go. At the very least, I can put some mods on it. Counter barrel, shutter, spare clip. Damage. Time to shun some non-believers. Hold up. What is that power-up sound? Ow. Alright, let's try it again. Focus on the Banshee and take care of the others. Oh! You hurt a lot, ma'am. I'm gonna run away. God damn it. Yeah, that's giving me chip damage. Doesn't help that these fucks are shooting at me. God damn it! Shit! me alone, please. Had to be sure.
I found another Asari commando, also deceased.
Falaire and her sister may be the only survivors.
Yes. I was unsure if it was appropriate to broach the subject.
Thank you, Edie. But don't spare my feelings. It's better to know.
Ah, escalator controls.
The bomb appears intact.
So does Falaire.
Rila, wake up!
Falaire, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
Oh shit.
Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
The explosives require a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it.
Oh shit.
Later.
Oh god, there's two of them! I'm dead. shit! Oh, come on. Huh. Ah, God damn it. One. It's two.
That's the last one.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
Falaire, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Oh.
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila! Not your slaves. Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so much stronger. Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I meant it when I said the galaxy needs you against the Reapers.
You were right. It's past time I joined your battle. I'll fight in your armies, Shepard, once I speak with Falair.
I'll be waiting.
Not for long. Thank you, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
Commander, I'm pleased to hear the Ardat Yakshi situation has been put to rest.
Should I guess you're our contact inside Asari High Command, Counselor?
I'm merely here to convey the gratitude of the Asari people for concluding a difficult, sensitive mission. The next team of commandos we were sending to the monastery are now en route to Admiral Hackett instead. Farewell, Commander.
More sorry support. Not much from the Solarians. Unless I've got a means of bringing that number down, I think I'm good, but we're gonna keep going.
Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Headed for the front lines, Samara. I finished my business on Lessus. I would offer travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to prepare. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. Corinne LeMays. As of an hour ago, Asari High Command has assigned my squad to support you. You will ride with the 2nd Fleet until it is time to deploy. If you will allow me a personal note, I know a few of the commandos who went down to that monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that place went up in smoke is the only good news I've heard in weeks. Alright, so what do we got left? Takuna, the Hades Nexus. We got 2 things on the Hades Nexus. Pillars of Strength. might have to go back to Kite's nest, see if there's actually something there that I might have missed, but yeah, a lot of these things are just kind of updating for Citadel. Oh, Pelion was the mass relay. Is there a fuel depot here? Nope. I heard that.
Signal confirmed.
And we're back up to max fuel. Alright, so if we go back to Kite's nest. Did it say specifically where in the Kite's nest? Just Kite's nest, okay. Make it quick. Oh yeah, this is the okay.
I found something.
Fuel depot. Ah!
I found something.
Okay, so that was one. Where's the other one? I'll have to fly blind on this one.
Reapers eluded.
Anything in this asteroid belt? Close? Or is it Klaus? rock planet with almost no atmosphere to speak of. Consequently, the planet retains a fairly little heat considering how close it orbits how close it orbits to an energetic star. I know how to read. The relatively mild temperature made close attractive for robo-mining, with an emphasis on platinum. The planet also has an abundance of sodium oxide used in the manufacture of lye, but profit margins on that compound are thin by comparison. The Reapers have destroyed the orbital stations surrounding close and cut the strands of the space elevators that earlier generations of Batarian used to transport goods to orbit. Ezka. According to Batarian propaganda, Batarian population exceeds the Council races. Batarian military is the most powerful, and the Batarians' unlivable hothouse planets are the hottest and most unlivable. Best proof of this last point is Ezka, which closely orbits the scorching yellow-white star Umbrel. Ezka's nitrogen-heavy atmosphere might once have held oxygen, but if so, it burned off long ago. Even robo-miners don't care for Ezka, although some modern mining equipment can withstand the heat. The machinery still gets stuck in the soup of molten light metals on the planet's surface. So, a planet covered in metal lava. Reaper presence near Ezka seems light. Scans reveal wreckage orbiting the planet, likely destroyed by hegemony surveillance drone. Most likely destroyed hegemony surveillance drones orbiting the planet.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel. Bye.
Faster than light jump successful.
Karshan. Hey, there we go. There's our pillars of strength. Let's get the fuck out of here. Minos Wasteland. Find Cerberus scientists. This is a small system. Aquitus. Home to the infamous Iron Canyons, Aquitus has reddish iron oxide dust hematite covering much of its surface, and significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Turian explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps heated by magma in the planet's crust. A strange combination of science and hucksterism. A small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal properties. The funds are then used to maintain a research station which has discovered some fossil evidence that Aquitus once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids on these springs. That's a big word. Pietas. Though Pietas has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility, the rights to the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 9 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonize the planet, Pietas will have evolved life on its own. Home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon. Pietas could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing the easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers and pirates and other unregistered starships sometimes touch down on Pietis to lay low and make repairs. Civilian travel is not advised. Veer. A pressure cooker planet with a thick nitrogen-heavy atmosphere, Veer is largely ignored by the galactic community. Probes have revealed a crust of nickel and scorched carbon, both of which can be found in abundance elsewhere at far lesser temperatures. Arare. Or Are. Are? Or is it just a fancy way of saying Ara Ara? Antonax. Large terrestrial planet, Antonax has been passed over by the Turians and potential investors alike. When the Turians won the planet from the Krogan, they sought to sell mineral rights, but ultimately found no buyers. One survey team dubbed it a stinking world, but with nothing to recommend it but brimstone and bad steel. And like Galax, the planet was soon forgotten. Despite being further from its parent star than Galax, Antonax has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen, methane, and ethane greenhouse gases that retain significant heat. There are a few valuable minerals on Antonax, the most abundant being sulfur and iron. Eros. Eros is a Turian word meaning overlook or pleasant view, not to be confused with humanity's mythological Eros. The name refers to the planet's nearly absent atmosphere, allowing visiting probes and rovers a sweeping view of its volcanic mountain. Oh, look, it's the lava planet, chicken. Eros's hematite deposits give the world a reddish color. Accessible deposits of iron and copper have attracted second-tier Turian and Volus conglomerates that robo-mine the surface. Nereus. Nereus is a moderate-sized hydrogen-helium gas giant that is of mild interest to Turian scientists because of its abnormal atmospheric composition. The planet only has a fraction of the expected methane, with high levels of carbon monoxide and ethylene instead. Booze planet? Galax was given to the Krogan after the Rachni Wars, but bitterly contested in the Krogan rebellions and reconquered by the Turians. This left the Turians as caretakers as levo amino acid-based world that they could not inhabit themselves but are unwilling to give up. Pretty sure I said all that right. In cooperation with the Vol Protectorate, the Turians attempted to rent the planet out for colonization. Between the high price and surface littered with unexploded ordnance, however, Galax found few reputable tenants. Its most notable inhabitants were penal colonies. Penal. To those who know of it today, Galax is a symbol of tragic waste, an entire garden world nearly forgotten by the galaxy at large. Alright, give me back my katana. Ignite enemies with an intermittent explosion that covers 2.5 meters for 140 damage, or increase armor and health damage bonuses by 10%. More damage or explosions? Let's go for explosions.
What's the word? Do we know how long these scientists have been holed up out here?
We have not been provided many details.
Sir, I'm picking up chatter from a Cerberus squad engaging the supply depot.
Engaging the scientists?
And if I'm reading it right, sounds like more troops are on the way.
Okay, set us down, then get out of here. I need these scientists alive.
Oh, hey! Oh! Look a little skinny there, Jacob.
Pretty desolate. Even for an outpost.
All right, just keep moving. What did these people do to bring this down on their heads?
We can't hold them much longer.
Time to pop some heads. God dang it. Curse the stick.
Enemy neutralized. Look for survivors.
What a view. So if Jacob's here, where's Miranda?
Hello? Who's there? Shepard!
Jacob! How bad?
I'll live. I think.
This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance. The enemy is clear for now. Open the door.
Is Jacob there?
It's okay, Bryn.
Jacob! Oh my god.
I'm all right. The others didn't make it.
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be protecting these people from the elusive man and his attack dogs.
Are they gone?
For now. But they'll be back. Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'll walk it off. Save my life one more time and I'll start owing you.
This one's on the house.
Hey, yo. Good to see you too.
Thanks, and you as well.
Shepard, this is Dr. Bryn Cole. She's in charge here.
Tell me what's going on. Intel says you're Cerberus.
We're all ex-Cerberus. Scientists, mostly.
Civilians?
Call us refugees. If we hadn't run, we'd be dead.
Why does the Elusive Man want to kill you?
Our stories are different, but the themes are the same. We were each using information from the collector base to work on the different components of a larger tech. After someone completed their component, they disappeared. No bodies, just gone. As we progressed, we started feeling like we were signing each other's death warrants.
The Elusive Man doesn't mess around. If he can't control it, he'll destroy it.
The brain trust here has to be a significant loss for him.
You had to know they were going to find you.
It's a pretty smart bunch. We covered our bases.
But the Elusive Man is one tenacious bastard.
Time to evacuate.
Agreed. Just need to get the AA guns on the roof back online. Cerberus is jamming them somehow. With those guns down, Cerberus will just blow our escape shuttles out of the sky.
Might be the network link.
I'll check and meet you upstairs.
Jacob, you should get that wound looked at.
I'm good. I mean, I will.
Commander, I should see to my people. Join me upstairs when you can.
Jacob did not recognize me. This may be an opportunity to surprise him.
Let's just focus on the mission, Edie.
Jamie, I didn't want to come here with these people. It was his idea.
Your partner was brave. He wouldn't want you to crumble like this.
He's right.
We're getting out of here alive. I promise.
Thank you.
Commander Shepard, Dr. Gavin Archer, we met on Project Overlord.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes, well, after you took my brother to Grissom Academy, I tried putting all that behind me. I don't suppose you have any news from there. I've heard rumors the Academy is in trouble.
I was at Grissom Academy. Cerberus tried abducting the students, but David's okay.
Oh, thank God. Commander, you have no idea what that means.
It's a little late to start worrying about his safety now.
I never stopped. I know you think I'm a monster, and you're right. Not a day goes by where my dreams aren't haunted by what I did to David. All I can do now is hope that one day he forgives me.
What are you doing here?
I strayed too far from the path. This was my only refuge. As a boy, I wanted to be a scientist remembered for doing right by the world, curing a disease or discovering a new element. Not a monster who tortured his own brother.
What did you say to the Elusive Man?
I told him if his intention was to work with the devil, he only had to look in the mirror. I wanted out of his nightmare.
He just let you go?
If it had been that easy, I wouldn't be hiding here. Every Cerberus soldier in the galaxy has orders to shoot me on sight.
What happened to Project Overlord?
After your intervention, the Elusive Man insisted I find another test subject. Someone who shared my brother David's abilities. I couldn't bear the thought of reliving the nightmare, so I destroyed all of my research. Overlord is no more.
I have to go. And I'm not even gonna pretend it was good to see you again.
I understand. But Commander, thank you for saving David. Both times.
This. I managed to get some eyes at the research others were doing. Getting a sense of the big picture here is beyond anything we could have imagined, and our worst nightmares kind of imagined. I'm going to start sabotaging my work. That's how bad it is. Worse.
Get the techs from Stockholm Cell to pack their own crates. I need you up here. Don't be a jerk. There's only 2 of those guys. It'll just take me a minute.
And make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped one box. My hands were shaking so hard.
We're going to make it.
What's the status of the guns?
Still waiting. I have my best people on it.
How many scientists are here?
43, plus research assistants.
How did you maintain secrecy with that many?
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boehner. It's important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
A dangerous choice.
So these refugees brought everyone with them?
Yes. We have about 17 kids here. Partners, spouses, parents. I promised these people refuge. A new life free from Cerberus. I just never imagined the elusive man would...
That's what evil counts on. That it's hard for good people to imagine. Okay. Everyone left gets out of here alive. This escape will have to be carefully executed.
I'd hoped. We tried so hard to make sure it wouldn't come to this.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't fix it from here. I'm going to the roof. Cerberus landed a shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You in?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
No way. These are my people. I'm going.
Just because you survived one suicide mission doesn't mean you get two.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
With Jacob's help, we managed to ascertain that several of our colleagues were in fact killed. Contracts terminated. That's what Cerberus called it. Kada, Scott, Daniel, Chunhei, Annika, so many others I didn't even know about. All of them gone. Disappeared without a trace, just like that. Could have left sooner. I don't know why we waited so long. I can't remember what seemed so important. We had to stay just one more day. What was I thinking?
Leave those things. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Calm down. Commander Shepard's here. So what? So relax. We've got a little time.
Dr. Cole? Got a moment?
Of course.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the collectors, I worked in physics. It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life. Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
So what's this work of yours that Cerberus wants so badly?
It's based on tech gathered from the collectors. In essence, it involves dissecting Reaper-to-Collector communications. Dr. Horace Armstrong and I were working on a practical human application. An implant of sorts. Once he'd completed his component and moved on to less valuable work, he disappeared.
How did you get away?
I was a loyal senior employee. There's a lot of freedom in that. When our fourth colleague disappeared, we organized and were out the door in days.
And until now, Cerberus never suspected you were hiding right under their noses.
We honestly thought we had it all figured out. It's humbling.
What's your relationship with Jacob? We went through a lot together.
An old colleague of his introduced us. Through Jacob's eyes, I started to recognize what the elusive man had become. I guess I was so in love with my work that I refused to see the obvious. Its sponsor had become corrupt.
I get that. That's why it's important to have good people around you.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied. It was a research. The elusive man.
I already hit that one.
Strange to think.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
Don't you think you put these people in serious danger?
They wouldn't have it any other way. Science must never bow to tyranny. We didn't escape just to go into hiding. We wanted to build a new life, where we could live and work on our terms. Love, family, They're all part of that. Even now. Otherwise, what are we fighting for?
I should go.
Thanks, Dr. Cole. I'll let you get on with the packing.
Thank you again for everything you're doing for us.
Some kind of poison.
Oh.
Tailored to Turians.
Need that. Attempts are ongoing at figuring out what the end product of our research was meant for. While it's obvious that the delivery system was to be implant reliant, with evident neurological applications, many questions remain as of yet unanswered. The loss of Dr. Horace Armstrong in particular is hindering our efforts to speedily reconstruct the nature of the elusive man's goals. We have several parts of the whole, which are leading us to chilling conclusions, but we are nowhere near figuring out what said whole might be, and that's what scares me the most.
I'm not willing to die to save this data.
Let me.
I told you that we should have gone to Sanctuary. Look, let's just focus on getting out of here alive.
Just go.
No, I'm okay.
These civilians had no hope of coming out of this alive.
A hastily assembled militia is no match for a Cerberus force of any kind.
That's our way to get in, because we gotta go up, so.
I thought we covered our bases.
Shep, I'm in here.
What does he want with us? Why does he care?
Hey, you okay? How've you been?
Give us a minute. This is crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I know the feeling. So how'd you become a gun for hire?
Long story. It was an opportunity I couldn't resist for people I came to care about.
You seem good. You look good.
These are great people. Defending their ideals, I like it. I think I found what I'm meant to do.
What's the story, Jacob? Why are you working at a place like this?
After we got back, well, things look different when you come back from a suicide mission alive. So I quit Cerberus, I quit everything. And sat by the Mediterranean for a while. That's when I lost track of you.
And what did all that fresh air and meditation teach you?
That what I choose to fight for better mean something to me. That it comes from the heart.
We could sure use you.
It's real tempting, Shepard, but I like where I'm at. I'm important to these people. I want a life. I want a family.
Sure, I get that.
No, Shepard. The Normandy's your real love.
Doesn't mean I don't want to say to hell with it sometimes.
But you won't. You can't.
How long have you known Britt?
We met through a mutual friend in the Mumbai cell. Guess I've known her for a year. We had a lot in common. Then she came to me about her missing colleagues. Asked for my protection, my help finding a place to run to. How could I say no?
Why do we keep asking?
Who is she to you?
We're together.
And you run this enclave with her? You settling down, Jacob?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, if these are our final days, I want to spend them protecting these people. Building a life. Whatever's left of it.
I was a bit nosy there, Shepard.
You still think about what happened to your dad?
Haunts me more like.
Anything on Cerberus I should know about?
The elusive man became obsessed with indoctrination. I know that. You ever wonder how it all went wrong? I mean, was I blind? I remember him being an idealist. How come I couldn't see the evil?
Don't beat yourself up. And if you ever get that crystal ball working, give me a heads up, because I'd love to know how this all plays out.
Right.
I should focus on getting these people out of here.
You bet. Let's get to it.
Outpost is now 48% operational. Organized some of the storage rooms around the central core, turning them into living units in order to save power. Outer areas are all condemned now, which should provide us with a buffer should Cerberus agents find us. Guns are functional, but I don't like how exposed they are. I'm going to look into finding us some shielding on the black market. Nice.
If Jacob says we're going to be all right, I trust him.
I found an armor piece too.
She's just a baby.
Found an armor piece in the past mission. I didn't look. Carnifex? Oh, it's a pistol. Highly accurate and lethal pistol. Carnifex is a favorite sidearm of mercenary leaders and Eclipse mercenary tech specialists. Expensive but powerful weapon. Its marketing materials feature a charging Krogan with the slogan, "Don't you wish Carnifex was at your side?" I mean, I'll give it a try. I don't know if it's anything close to what I would want in a pistol. Oh, yep, that's pretty heavy duty.
Hostiles on sensors.
That's your head. Hang on. Something's itching. I see you up there.
We have to get
There
up
we
there
go.
and activate those AA guns manually.
Yeah, there's a way across.
The other gun is still down. Let's get over there. Okay, one of us has to make these repairs. Edie, I need you to fix this.
I will make the repairs.
Stay focused, Liara. Just you and me.
You bet, Shepard.
And Commander Shepard said, Daka!
How are the repairs coming?
More time is required.
Gotcha. I'm on it.
Shepard, AA guns are back online.
Copy that. Let's get these people out of here.
Thought there'd be something down there.
Okay, the guns are already picking Cerberus ships out of the sky. Where are we at?
On track. First shuttle is already loaded with everyone under 16.
Commander, when should we leave? What's our best chance for survival?
Jacob, what do you think? Are we ready?
Almost. We could go now. But there's no do-overs here.
Agreed. We get one shot.
And we don't want to leave anything behind that could strengthen the elusive man's cause. Your call.
All right. Let's get these shuttles in the air.
Evacuation is go. Evacuation is go. Stand by for shuttle launch.
Have the guns punch a hole in the perimeter, then launch Shuttle 1.
Nice shot.
Shuttle 1 is away.
All right. Everyone here head to the shuttle bay and...
Suicide fighter took out one of the guns. Cerberus troops are...
Get those people out of here!
Shepard, shuttles are loaded. We need you at the landing area to make sure they get away. I'll meet you down there.
Let's go.
Clear the shuttle bay first so we can bring the door up. Then get out to the landing deck.
Understood.
Scratch your head.
Bring up the main door. Got it, Shepard. Will do. Here we go. Okay, let's get these people out of here.
God damn it. I was hoping he'd jump a little bit further out.
Cerberus shuttles taking positions on both sides. I have a visual.
Jacob, come in. What's your status?
The facility's overrun. Cerberus troops are all over the place.
One more shuttle of refugees to go, right?
Affirmative.
We got this. Just need to hold them a little longer.
Help. Got you, little bastard. Let's see you hop around now.
That was the last of the civilians.
Shepard, heads up. The place is overrun. We gotta go.
Shepard,
Headed to you with the shuttle.
just landed.
No.
Take out that shield generator.
Excuse me. I want to drive. Oh, god dang it.
Jacob, landing area clear.
This place is crawling. Bringing the shuttle to you.
Roger that.
There's got to be a better way of getting that pilot out of there.
Out by the skin of our teeth again, hey, Shepard?
Oh, we can?
Nice
I'll have
to
to
see
try
you
that.
back in action.
Yeah, feels good.
I was afraid we wouldn't get anyone out alive. But because of you, we got almost everyone. Thank you.
Dr. Cole, I have a request. One you can't afford to turn down. I need your help against the Reapers.
Without a doubt. I'm at your service. And I'm sure you can count on the others as well.
You too, Jacob. I need you.
Of course, but I wouldn't mind staying with these folks.
Keep them safe, then. The Alliance needs that crucible.
You got it.
All right. Report to Admiral Hackett for your assignment.
You know, Commander, I've never met anyone like you. Just feel better knowing you're on our side.
Thanks.
Shepard, when this mess is over, drinks are on me. Be safe out there.
Let me guess. Citadel.
Hackett here.
I'm sending you a large team of scientists.
I have the dossier.
They're all Cerberus defectors. Keep them safe.
Will do, and I'll put them straight to work on the Crucible.
Jacob Taylor is with them and is already working to find a place for the families.
He'll be a valuable asset as well. Snagging Dr. Cole from the elusive man is a coup. Having her on our side could be a huge win for us.
The sooner we can get the Crucible finished, the better I'll feel.
I'm with you.
Shepard out.
How are we looking on the war? More ex-Cerberus people. No conversations? It's fine with me.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Alright, let's see what we got here. We'll call it a night. Reporting in. Lee Riley. My squad continues to defend the fuel reactor on Sion. Reapers seem intent on taking it down. Not on my watch. We will hold the line. Nice. Alright, so what does that leave us with? Okay. I need to write all of these down. I still gotta figure out what General Oraka needs. Got the Pillars of Strength. I feel like some of these are kind of like what we need for the Pillars of Strength. A lot of scanning stuff. But we'll see. So we'll go ahead and save. We'll call it a night here. Pick this up again next week. Now we did lose a couple frames. Hopefully it wasn't that bad on your guys' end. But that being said, we managed to make it through a whole stream without something cutting out. And Matt, thank you all for joining me. Yeah, we'll come back with a few minor buffers. Okay, as long as it's not a full disconnect. But as long as that's going, we'll keep it going. So yeah, more of this next week. Tune in tomorrow where we continue with more of Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. We'll pick up immediately where we last left off when the stream cut off, which is when Maya actually comes back, and we'll just go from there. And then on Friday, we've got more of our Let's Build the Evangelion Unit 1 real grade. And I think we're about like almost halfway through this series. So hopefully I can be able to make good time with finishing the Ava by the time we're done with that series. And then we'll move on to our back to our normal arcs, quote unquote, with our next high grade wheel spin, whatever that is. So yeah, that'll be the plan for the meantime. If you like this stream, you can head on over to the following links. The first link, if I can type it properly, will take you to the Lazy League Discord and be able to find the rest of us, such as Oh Hey Mike K, the Batgwin, Gumdolph Gray, and many others in our circle who also stream. A lot of fun stuff that goes on over there. The second link will take you to the sister site for this channel. You can be able to find more info on other upcoming streams, although I do need to update it. Other upcoming streams that I have planned, my archive of all the past streams that I've done, like my playthroughs of Mass Effect 1 and 2, where nobody died. With the exception of one from Mass Effect 1, it was Kieran. And then if you got any questions, comments, concerns that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions that you might have me for future Let's Plays or Retro Nights. Oh my god. Okay, so hang on. Slight detour here. Because there's a thing going on Helldivers. I don't know how long it's going to be, considering it's like past 2 o'clock now. But they got this thing for Helldivers for it's kind of their April Fool's thing going on. Not so much in like matters of war bonds or anything. Just a very, very large gun. And actually checked this earlier. It's getting bigger. They actually did this to two of the weapons. This is the I think this is the sickle. Yeah, this is the sickle, not the double-edged sickle, but the regular sickle. And then they did this to the regular Liberator assault rifle. Oh, that's even smaller.
In the first intergalactic war alone, the bugs accounted for the deaths of 100
so tiny.
million super Earth citizens.
Yeah, that's only in the super destroyer. The out in the field, I think it's back to its normal size. But yeah, that's pretty funny. That being said, I wish I could like carry around a giant sickle on the field. That's like taller than me. Where was I? Questions, comments, concerns that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions that you might have for me for future Let's Plays, Retro Nights, or Let's Builds, you can head on over to the contact page and shoot them out to me over there. Alternatively, you can scroll down below or off to the side, depending on which platform you're watching from, to find the Blue Sky link to also reach me. Other links to help support the channel, and other streamers or other streamers who aren't connected or affiliated with the Lazy League. They're just ones that I like to watch and follow. You can check them all out whenever you can. They're all great. And again, thank you for joining me tonight for this session of Mass Effect 3. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Until then, take care, love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everyone. I should go.